Welcome to Walking with Jesus Bible Study. We're going to be in the book of Psalms, chapter 66, verse 10. For thou, O God, hast proved us. Thou hast tried us as silver is tried. And I'll repeat that. For thou, O God, hast proved us. Thou hast tried us as silver is tried. When we seek God's face, truly, by developing and draw near and get close to him, a relationship with him. Not just, saying, hey, I believe and go to church and do this, but when you are in his presence all the time by praying every day and reading the scriptures every day. And I'm talking about like truly in it, growing spiritually. Because that's what's going to help you grow. We're on a spiritual journey, and you got to grow spiritually. You got to draw near and dear to God. You can't, a lot of people just want to stay still. They're happy, they're content with just going to church and just saying, hey, I believe. And don't grow at all spiritually. And a lot of them are going to find out that God's going to say, hey, I don't know you. And it's sad to say, and I speak on it a lot because it's just sad to think about anybody being left behind. Anybody not making it. What's even sadder is knowing that most people who believe in God are the most majority that's going to be left behind, right along with those who hate and despise God. And it's just so sad. And I know I'm probably going to get a lot of hate out of people like, no, that's not true. But it is true. The Bible tells you you've got to grow spiritually. You can't just be hearers of the word. You got to be doers of the word. You've got to believe. You've got to obey. You got to be in this book constantly for yourself. You can't depend on your preacher or church or Bible study to read the book for you. And you just study and just go off from other people and say, okay, well, I learned this and that. You've got to be in this book yourself. Because you truly and honestly do not know who is behind, what spirit the person has who is teaching you the word. You've got to know it for yourself. It says the reason why most people will be deceived is because they don't know the word themselves. There's so many people that is just relying on so many other people to teach them what the Bible says instead of being in it themselves. I'm going to tell you, and this is the whole point of this verse right now, that when you become on that journey where you are growing, you're in God's presence all the time, you're going to be crushed. You're going to be put through the fire. You're going to be tested. You're going to have lots of attacks. Because the enemy wants you to stop. He doesn't want you to be that close with God. And what a lot of people don't realize is that battle is mental battle. It's going to be you coming against yourself. It's going to be intrusive thoughts that the enemy has planted. It's going to be self-doubt. All the things that you don't like about yourself. It's going to constantly be repeating that you're not worthy. Honey, none of us is never ever going to be worthy. And that's one of the main things that the enemy likes to throw at you, is that you're not worthy. And look at all the sin that you have done. And look how many times you failed, and this and that. And this is war. And every day is going to be a battle. And the battlefield is your mind. The closer, and a lot of people, and this is the God honest truth, you're your own worst enemy. A lot of times when the Bible is referring to when it's saying enemy in this Bible, it's not referring to Satan. It's referring to you. You are the enemy against yourself. It's your flesh. For the spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. A lot of times we like to blame Satan that he's doing this and that, and we're doing it to ourselves. Oh, I got the spirit of laziness. No, you don't. It's you, it's your flesh. And we listen to people who say that. And the people who teach that and preach that all go along with the prosperity gospel, so that you can put blame on something else instead of you taking accountability for your actions. Because, see, that's the easy street. Not taking accountability for your own actions and your own behavior, and just passing the blame. And so that we're not going to try to fix anything if we're passing blame, because we don't see there's nothing wrong with this. But we got to remember, this is our flesh, and this is why God says you need to pick up your cross every day. You pick up your cross. Deny that. Deny yourself. What is yourself? Flesh. We get to chip away our flesh so that we can walk in the Spirit. And the more closer we get to God, the closer we are on the spiritual journey, the more we grow with God. We're going to chip away all the things that are flesh. We're going to learn self-control, discipline. And the enemy does not like that. The number one enemy that doesn't like it the most isn't Satan, it's your flesh. Satan just has to sit back. He knows it's going to be hard for you to overcome yourself. But you can do all things with Christ. And so while you try to overcome yourself, overcome your flesh, all he's doing is sitting right there and just whispering all this unnecessary stuff into your ear. And it's you coming against you. And the biggest battle you're going to face is a mental battle. And you just got to remember, no, that's not from God. That's myself, that's my flesh. God says otherwise. We're going to face trials, we're going to face tribulation. It's going to be heavy. And that's why you got to stay in that. The more you are in this word, the more you are constantly in prayer, you got this wall of fire that starts to build up around you. Not just the light inside of you. I'm talking about this wall of fire of defense. That God is going to place over you, that's going to help get away from the enemy's attacks. Because he knows that the closer you get, the more attacks you're going to get. One thing you know, you're on fire. Next thing you know, you're just tired all the time. You don't understand why you're so tired or why you just don't feel this way. That's the enemy trying to keep you from being consistent. Consistent is key. The moment that you feel too tired or you just don't want to do that is the moment you're like, you know what, be quiet, flesh. Because it's you who is making me feel that way, not me. I want to keep on going this way. I want to keep doing this. It's the enemy, your flesh. And all Satan's got to do is whisper that into your ear. So just remember, the closer you get, and if you're having these ups and downs of like, I can't figure out why I was just so completely on fire, now I'm not. Hey, you're in a battle. This is a war. Keep closer to God. Stay in prayer.